takes a painkiller,
and soaks her feet in purgently cold ice.
endures severe pain, gritting her teeth.
Because dance is her lifelong pursuit, but no matter how hard she tries to cover it up,
It ends in failure.
it turns out her injured ankle can't escape the director's sharp eyes.
Is eliminated.
Just 3 months ago, Mia was the star of the dance troupe, but in trying to impress, she gave her all in a big jump, wanting to deliver a perfect split leap, but twisted her ankle upon landing. Mia instantly fainted from pain on stage. As she lay on the operating table, she was blank.
Never thought her dream would end here.
3 months later, Mia was left with lifelong pain. No troupe is willing to employ her again, but she refuses to accept reality, patiently and persistently seeks opportunity. Yet the dance industry is incredibly pragmatic. If it weren't for Steve's willingness to take,
Should be hopeless.
but seeing Steve also struggling,
Mingled with Mia's worry. At that moment, a job ad caught her eye.
a musical is hiring female dancers. Mia came with a try-and-see attitude. Who knew the audition was very strict.
The director and investor were both there during Mia's nervous introduction.
The director immediately recognized her as the girl who messed up the performance. Mia quickly assured she wouldn't mess up again.
Unexpectedly, the director
To do the wrong move on the spot,
Mia could only force a smile.
try again.
The second time, her ankle throbbed with pain.
She barely managed to conceal it, but they wouldn't let it go. Once more, she kept on jumping.
Until her injured foot was undeniable, the director left with a mocking smile.
When Mia was feeling hopeless, the investor gave her a chance.
Yet the opportunity he offered her
was to mimic
how a pig wiggles its tail, facing this humiliating demand.
Mia flatly refused.
Behind the scenes, she was really down.
She took 3 painkillers.
As she saw Steve, the investor, leaving, she followed, unwilling to give up, hoping to get another chance. Soon she followed Steve into an apartment building, but was stopped by the lobby's security. Just as she was thinking of an excuse to get in, the medication she took earlier started to kick in.
Mia could only stumble out.
Fortunately, as she was about to faint, an elderly couple at the entrance supported her. Seeing Mia was somewhat disoriented, they kindly took her home to rest.
The next day she woke up.
Finding herself in the building where Steve was. It turned out the couple who helped her yesterday were residents of the building. Mia planned to leave after thanking them, but
But the couple warmly invited her to breakfast.
unable to refuse, Mia sat down.
During the conversation,
The couple said they had a good relationship with Steve. They might put in a good word for her.
Just as Mia felt grateful,
An even bigger fortune was about to happen.
the couple then led her to.
Another room for a tour.
She thought they were just showing off their wealth.
But inmate unexpectedly said
She could stay for free if she wanted.
this left Mia in disbelief. Why were they so kind to a stranger?
the couple explained they weren't short on money.
They liked to help others.
Once taking a girl to help her through tough times.
When Mia heard about it,
She thought she could ease her friend's burden and maybe get closer to Steve.
She hesitated but accepted the help.
Soon, Mia packed her things.
And moved from her friend's home to the big building.
While tidying up, she found a ballet shoe.
Apparently left by the previous girl. Strangely, she was also a dancer. Just then, her thoughts were interrupted by a knock. It turned out Emma brought a bouquet of flowers and invited her to a party at Steve's house that evening.
Mia was eager to meet Steve.
But when she got there that night, she found she was the only person at the party. The old couple couldn't make it due to unforeseen circumstances. At first, Mia felt a bit uneasy,
but Steve was calm about it.
and generously introduced her to the musical he invested in. Mia took the chance to promote herself again, but Steve changed the subject with the toast.
Mia awkwardly went along.
But after a glass of wine, she began to feel dizzy. She thought it was the painkillers. She barely managed to leave Steve's house. Unexpectedly, along the way,
She became the shining protagonist, wearing a beautiful costume.
she walked slowly toward the center stage. With everyone's attention,
She and Steve danced gracefully.
but before she could finish dancing, she was placed onto a table as a piece of fine black silk was draped over her. The male dancers formed an octagon pattern. In a split second, the black silk slowly came off.
A colorful demon arose at her feet.
Mia was startled awake.
It was just a bizarre dream. She found herself in Steve's bed.
It seems like they had a drunken night's affair. While Mia was feeling dizzy and groggy, Steve rushed her to get ready for work.
She was hired. Mia was overjoyed.
This opportunity was hard to come by, so she cherished it deeply. She wanted to catch up with others quickly, but because of an injury, she was always a step behind. She even got scorned by the lead actress. She was accused of dragging down the dance troupe's performance and was accused of sleeping with the boss to get the role. Mia wanted to argue but felt guilty.
She could only swallow her pride.
While in the restroom,
She suddenly noticed strange red spots on her body.
this only worsened her already terrible situation. When she dragged her tired body back home,
And Mai asked her to sit in her room.
Mia forced herself to go. She found Mai's friend brought a bottle of ointment.
claimed it worked wonders for sprained ankles. Although Mia followed,
And applied it on her ankle.
but she didn't trust these remedies at all. That night, with a strange sensation in her stomach, she was awakened by nightmare again. But upon waking, she suddenly found her ankle didn't hurt anymore.
Could it really be the white man working?
The test, she jumped on one leg a few times. Sure enough, it didn't hurt at all.
Mia was thrilled. Now she could finally show her real ability.
Quickly, her performance caught the director's attention. Mia finally came back to life. The moment she got her salary, she gave her best friend the scarf she wanted.
To thank her for the support,
Seeing her friend cheerfully dancing, she also put on her leather coat and joined the celebration. And this coat was a gift from the elder couple.
Just 2 hours earlier,
She took her best friend to the building's costume party.
seeing others staring at her.
Mia felt a bit uneasy.
But the next moment, she got a big surprise.
An expensive fur coat was given to her by the old couple. She immediately felt flattered and surprised. She wondered why she received such an extravagant gift. Perhaps the old couple
Really treated her as their daughter.
While she admired herself in the mirror, she unintentionally looked down. Mia thought she was hallucinating from drinking too much,
But after her friend left,
she suddenly felt nauseous and rushed to the toilet, vomiting for a long time. During the day, she got checked by the doctor introduced by Emma. She found out she was unexpectedly pregnant. Mia immediately told her friend, but didn't dare tell Steve.
fearing he would make her quit performing. Seeing Mia worried about the future,
Her friend was very concerned, so she told her about a place to terminate the pregnancy.
before she could decide,
The old couple learned about her pregnancy from the doctor. This made Mia very upset, because the doctor leaked her private information.
When they expressed their wish to attend her prenatal checkup,
Mia couldn't take it any longer. She declared she'll terminate the pregnancy the next day, as she's currently unable to raise a child.
she thought this would stop them.
However, following that,
They took Mia to a room with an old-style crib in the center. Turns out they've wanted a child for years, but couldn't succeed. They hope Mia will have the child for them.
they made her an irresistible offer.
I know what you want. You want your name in lights. To be the lead actress.
Showbiz is all about connections.
Let me handle that for you. What do you think? Mia's ambition was stirred,
She hesitated for a moment and then agreed to the deal. But from that day on, Mia faced nightmares every night. She often dreamt of people gathering around her.
performing some evil ritual. Mia was too scared to sleep.
So she went to the kitchen to find food. Unexpectedly, she discovered a small door under the cabinet.
Curiously pushed it open.
She found a strange room beyond it.
Intrigued, Mia walked in.
On the table was a bright red book. She casually flipped it open.
And saw a demon drawing inside.
Exactly like the one from her dreams, Mia couldn't help but feel a chill down her spine. She began realizing her visions might not just be dreams. So she secretly took the book back to her room to study it later when free. But for now, she had to focus fully on rehearsals.
The official performance was approaching.
The lead actress was getting more arrogant by the day. As a minor role, the others dared not complain. But suddenly, the lead actress stumbled, unexplainably twisting her ankle.
Before anyone could react, she fell to the ground.
And started convulsing in a bizarre posture. Her expression was one of intense pain. That afternoon, the dance troupe held an emergency meeting. They needed to select a new lead to fill the void. Unexpectedly, this opportunity fell on Mia. She was absolutely stunned.
The lead role is yours if you're willing.
I'm willing. Mia finally got the chance she had been dreaming of.
To better fit the character's image,
She cut off her long hair that she had for many, which made her look even more charming. She even started to have the aura of a star.
Seeing the large performance poster at the theater entrance,
Mia felt immensely excited inside.
on the day of the performance,
she was at her absolute best.
Her face flushed from drinking.
she felt bolder inside,
Intoxicated and longing,
desiring brilliance.
chanting spells in the dark, knocking on their hungry eyes. But maybe they'll forever be attentive. Dare not look at the glittering reward.
The performance was a complete success, but as she removed her makeup, sadness overtook her.
Because for a pregnant woman,
This might have been her only moment of glory. Thinking this, a sudden abdominal cramp hit her. She looked up and saw herself in the mirror. Her belly was protruding high. In panic, she quickly looked down.
a baby's face slowly appeared.
But the next second, she looked at the mirror again.
Her belly was back to normal.
This scared her to her core. She called the doctor immediately. Oddly, the doctor showed no concern for her health. Instead, asked if she had thoughts of harming the baby. Mia realized there must be something off about the doctor.
She handed up immediately.
Then found that red book.
Carefully browsing through it,
She found more elements from her dream.
Mia finally realized she might be in a conspiracy. And all this began
On the day she moved into the building,
So she packed her luggage overnight and was ready to leave the eerie building. Before leaving, she found the previous girl's ballet shoes and memorized the name inside. As soon as she left, she hurried to the theater.
Using the girl's name,
she soon found the box left behind.
inside she found a photo of the girl.
And a black Bible. But when she picked it up to read, her hand was suddenly burnt by it.
As if something inside her resisted it. To find answers, Mia entered the chapel, but as she got closer to the statue, her stomach began to ache intensely again. Mia quickly asked a nearby nun for help.
When she saw the red book in Mia's hand,
She was shocked, because it was the God's Bible.
during the nun's explanation, Mia learned the building she left in
It was a legendary cult gathering place.
where they successfully summoned demons.
And left behind a progeny.
It's said that by finding the right host, the demon can return to the human world.
The previous girl tried to atone, but eventually died in an accident.
Speaking of this, Mia's stomach ached again.
You have been chosen by them.
At this time, she finally realized that what she is carrying might be a terrifying being. Upon hearing the nurse warning, she hurried with her friend to the secret clinic, intending to eliminate it before birth.
But at the crucial moment of the surgery,
Mia uncontrollably kicks the doctor several meters away. In an instant, the doctor's body twists as if an invisible force is controlling his limbs. Seeing this, the two hurriedly left. Later, Mia realized the only way to resolve it is to go back to the building and face it boldly. So, after bidding farewell to her friend, she returned to where the nightmare began. Just as she was waiting for the elevator, she suddenly saw Enmai's descending figure with her friend's scarf around her neck. Mia was startled.
she hurriedly followed without hesitation.
But upon reaching the basement, Enmai was nowhere to be seen, so she had to return to the elevator. Just about to press the button, the elevator started on its own, taking her to a non-existent basement level. Unexpectedly, it was the cult's headquarters. As she ventured deeper, Mia's memories became clearer. The flickering candlesticks in the dream, and the mask on the table, it turned out to be real.
At this moment, Steve appeared. The moment she saw him, Mia finally remembered it was him who drugged her that night.
Then brought her here and tied her up.
Surrounded by cult members, she was violated.
Steve still tried to brainwash her. Mia, in anger, stabbed the pervert to death.
But the moment Steve fell,
Mia suddenly remembered.
the man under the demon mask wasn't Steve, but the old man. Steve was just a puppet.
The old man was the real demon heir.
When she glimpsed the masked man,
Mia hurried to escape the building.
but the exit was heavily guarded by security.